Yo, what is up? I'm going to be teaching you a pretty good B-site execute on train. So basically this is going to be a smoke wall, so to say, block off basically the entirety of site. Get you an easy plant and some post plants, and hopefully win around. So basically, to start off, the basics of the smoke wall will be 4 smokes. So 1 here, sidewalk. 1 here in the middle of the white train and site. 1 here, like back site, and then obviously a close upper smoke. So you can't be seen from, maybe not this close, but a close upper smoke, so you can't be seen from connector. So basically, as you come down to, you're gonna want it, obviously, because there's 4 smokes, at least 4 people, probably 5 to be completely fair. Or if you want to have one guy stay back and watch, like Ivy or T-Con, you can do that. Basically, first thing, always have someone break the glass. Doesn't matter if you're going A, B, Ivy. Well, if all 5 you Ivy, you know, obviously you can't do this. But always break the glass. There's nothing wrong with it, and you can, you know, it's good. It's good to keep it open. Obviously, first nade, if you know they're already up, you can pop flash. Just kind of stand on the stairs, kind of near the middle, a little bit lower than the middle, and right-click a throw, right there, and you can hit the wall and it'll bounce over pretty easily. Second, if you know they have an opper that likes to peek upper, you can throw that Molotov so they, you know, don't peek it. Or you can have an opper or whoever post up there for an easy pick. You can also obviously throw the Molotov from up here, even though it's quite a bit harder. You can throw it from up there. So throw that Molotov. Anyway, enough of the bullshit. So, the first smoke, down on sidewalk. Literally, you can throw it anywhere. Just kind of throw it down the ramp. However, if you're looking for a specific smoke, if you're that kind of guy, you can line up a second fence post, all the way to the back wall, and in between the 2 screws or whatever, just left click a throw, and that will be perfect for the smoke. Anyway, second thing is the mid-site smoke. So that is right here. Well, I like to call it mid-site because, you know, it's kind of in the middle about the trains, or middle trains or whatever. You can, well, for right there. Basically, you come up here. Obviously, you do everything up from up here. Come to this corner. It's this left-click throw. Locate the first of the 3 posts, and then up to the corner of the wall. So you're going to want to line those 2 up and take a step forward, and that should be good to bounce off the site and land directly right there. So the thing about these 2 smokes is, I'll throw this one so it doesn't fade on me, is this is perfect for a pistol round, right? If you're a T and want to just go get a plant, 2 you guys can sacrifice armor and get smokes. It's also really good for eco round if 2 you guys want to sacrifice head armor, get like a Tech 9 CZ smoke and then Kevlar. You will have enough, that is. I mean, you don't get a kill on pistol. You can smoke both these and basically get a almost perfect, almost every time. That was way too far. You can basically plant every time. Just, you know, watch spools, watch the little headshot angle that I think it's, I forget who plays this a lot. I think it's Kerrigan on FaZe plays this a lot, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But whoever's the B-side anchor on FaZe plays that a lot. Basically, then, so those are the 2 smokes, and then the mid-site, or the back-site smoke. This one is by far the hardest, just because you have to land it just over the rail. You want to land it just up there, so then you barely have a gap. But let's be real here. If Obviously, it's better than no gap, and if an opper actually hits this crossing onto the site, he's a god. You deserve to die at that point. And then here is a really good spot. Well, you know, when the smoke's actually down, this is a really good spot to hold oil train. Any aggressive CTs pushing up, very good spot. The thing about this smoke is, though, it is by far the hardest. Because, well, here, I'll give you a quick demonstration. If you land it on the rail, you have to land it just over, right? But if you land it on the rail, it bounces over, and it gives you such a higher gap. And that wasn't even that bad. If you land it like more actually on the rail, as you can see, it bounces far, and now you have this whole thing right here. So yeah, this is a hard smoke to line up. Basically, put it into context, you line up right here in this corner, just so you stop moving. Don't worry, you can't be seen from upper, unless, you know, he's pushed up. Basically, you're going to want to find this kind of railing on the wall. You're going to get the top of it, and then go up 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks, and then over half a brick. So you line up with the middle of this kind of darker brick, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines up, and then right there. So you're going to want to line up right there. That's where your crosshair goes. It's pretty specific. And then you want to do a running throw. However, if you just do a normal running throw, it won't really work. Basically, you're going to want to running throw, and as soon as your crosshair hits the brick, see this second brick here, like the height of the brick, as soon as your crosshair goes from the top of that to the bottom, that's when you want to release your throw. So right there. That should be good. I might have to do it again. So I landed it just a little too short. As you can see, that means there is no angle for oil, and there is a little bit wider gap for the guy sitting back CT. Obviously, if he has a rifle and hits that, like, basically call him a hacker. I'm kidding. Basically, okay, I'm going to try this one more time. Line up that spot and run forward. I don't know if I did it again. I could have... Okay, I don't even know what the fuck I just hit, but it worked. I seem to have hit the other side of this, but as you can see, it did work. Same concept. Wouldn't work that way every time, but, you know, it works. You can see back oil, and the gap here is pretty small. You see the smoke's fading, so it would be a bit bigger. And then last but not least, the smoke upper. So you can't be seen by any CTs. Obviously, you probably can be seen. I threw this really deep. I'm sure you can find an angle for that. But basically, what you're going to want to do is, as soon as this guy throws his smoke, or before, whatever, you'll want to line up in the middle of these two electric boxes. You shouldn't be seen by the guy playing spools, but you sure that just watch out for that. If obviously, again, if he's pushed up, you're going to be seen. You can also have someone watching this. So you're going to want to line up in the middle, and then you're going to want to throw, see the doorknob there? You're going to go across, like to the wall, to the bricks. You're going to want to go up, and then like up 2 from the door, and then there should be a little vertical line separating the bricks. You want to line up right there and do a step throw, and that should be perfect to jump out. So once again, oh yeah, also if you're worried about the oil gap, the gap oil, if you have the upper smoke, he won't be able to see your connector, and you can jump down here. Watch out for anyone playing, usually when there's an upper smoke, you see the slot in pros. I know, I can't remember who sits here on Liquid. I think it's Elige, but if he sees the upper smoke, I'll just kind of improvise it. If he sees the upper smoke, he will sit right here and watch for the people jumping down. This is a great spot to play if you're defending this and you see an upper smoke or any type of smoke wall like this. Playing up top, just down from spools, because a lot of teams will push this. I know when I saw a game once, it was Big versus someone. It was in ESEA Premier. Can't remember what season, but they had Gob B and Tabson push through the upper smoke and destroy the guy playing playing spools as he was watching the jump down. Can't remember who it was against. I think it was Gux and friends at the time, but he was I think it was Tabson who got the kill there, and then got another guy crossing over, just completely unaware because he pushed the smoke. So if you want to be careful, play underneath the little ledge. And also, last but not least, well, not last but not least, some flashbangs to go along with this. So obviously any flash thrown lower can be seen, you know, by basically anyone. Can be done by basically anyone. Same thing as the, you know, as the smokes. You can line it up, do whatever. You can flash there. Another flashbang, or this is what Daze does when he on GX, when he does a kind of an execute on B. You'll throw while all of his team is in box halls. He will throw one flashbang upper or over the little window here to blind anyone in sight, and then as his team's pushing out, he'll line up kind of, obviously not very specific, but he'll line up kind of on the side of the box, the left side of this flattened box, and then he'll aim for the top, kind of the top right of the little entryway, and he'll hold down both right and left mouse button, and just anywhere on this little black, like on the left side of this black box, he'll throw a flash, and that will land, that will pop almost perfectly for anyone who's playing the other spool location, and you know, anywhere around here. So like there, and they won't be able to turn because there'll be a smoke here, and he flashes behind his teammates, so his teammates won't be flashed. So those are a couple flashbangs, and also you can throw flashbangs out out upper as well. Two more things. Bomb. I will go get the bomb really quickly. Where did I leave it? Found it. Alright, so the bomb, best spot to plant, definitely right here. Don't plant on the train, because if you're about to get, say there's a smoke, you have the bomb down, right? There, or here, right? And there is a smoke for a ninja defuse. If you don't know where the bomb's planted, it could be planted up here, right there, or right there, right? You're gonna have to spam all those locations, right? Even if the bomb is planted like on the little ledge, he can be defusing from down here. So if the bomb's planted up here, he could be defusing here. He could be defusing here. Be defusing here. It's really a little dangerous. So if you just plant here, and there's a smoke down or something, you know where to spam, because he can't defuse it from up here. He can only be like in this general 180 vicinity, and yeah, so always plant here. And also, not only that, but obviously a well-known Molotov known by mainly everyone. Just to bank a Molotov off the door if you want specifics, you can have this the corner of the wall line up with the door frame, and just have the Molotov anywhere in the kind of the center of the door, and do a basic running throw. And as you can see, maybe not this perfect, maybe a little further than that, but it'll still spread, and it'll land here and basically stop the defuse. So yeah, that has been my B-site execute. If you enjoyed, you know, drop a like. I'm thinking of doing some other ones of these. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See ya. Peace.